we back.
You was talking about your audiobook.
You saying
I like that shit
you,
from a man, from a dude doing a camera. You do this and you kind of use it as your cue when you do.
Oh yeah.
So you said you reading makes you sleepy. Tony said you should use an audio book.
So I'm listening to my audiobook of Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Okay.
I didn't get that far because I
read that.
Because I'm also listening to
That's a good one.
The Way of a Superior Man.
Okay.
But back to Rich Dad Poor Dad. Kid, I guess he got a stepdad. I want to say the other dad is his friend's dad.
Yeah, that's what it is.
And then his dad.
Okay, then his dad.
But
Yeah.
he just calls it Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Yeah.
Quick example. Hey Dad, can we get this? No, I can't afford it. Hey Dad, rich. Now that's Poor Dad.
Mm-hmm.
Now Rich Dad. Hey Dad, can we get this? How can you afford it? The difference between the Rich Dad and the Poor Dad. The Poor Dad already told himself he can't do something. He already shut his mind off. But the moment he said, I can't afford it, he shut his mind off.
Right.
He told every fucking neuron in his body that he cannot afford whatever he wanted.
Right.
The Rich Dad who said, how? Now your mind is working. Because now I have to think of a way to figure out how to get some money.
How can I get this?
To afford it.
So listen, it's a book. It's a book that I read, and she said it's called "You're a Badass," and she said, and it's something similar to that. She was like, opportunities. Once you tell the universe you want something, it's going to give you the opportunity to do it, right? Mm-hmm. Essentially, and this shit changed my life forever. She said, opportunities are going to come your way. It just may not look like what you want it to look like. So when I thought about it, I'm like, damn, it's been plenty of times where they asked me to stay over for work, and I'm like, nah, I'm not staying. I'm not doing that. I want to go home. But now I'm missing out on extra money that I'm complaining about. You get what I'm saying? And once I changed that thinking piece, like you said, now it turns into how. That's when I started getting money. You get what I'm saying? Just from that simple switch of a like, all right, well, fuck it. Well, okay, I'll do 4 hours. Then the four be easy. Then it'd be like, well, shit, I might as well do the whole 8.
Yeah, because it changes your mindset. Like if I've like that goes with what I was speaking about earlier. Like even down to clothes. Like yeah, I can go out and buy this $110 T-shirt, or I can get 7 of these T-shirts. Or your mother say, do you want these Jordans or 2 pair of shell heads? You feel what I'm saying? Like you make a choice at the end of the day. Like and I've noticed me myself, and this is the growth that I've seen in myself. Like I make better decisions. And I was about to say it earlier. Like I got a phone call from my grandmother earlier today. No, excuse me, not today. Yesterday. She called me. I answered the phone. So what's up, man? I was, I'm working. What's going on? She said nothing. You know, she called to tell me that, you know, she sees the growth in me and she's proud of me. Mm-hmm. She's like, there's a few things that you probably still need to work on. She's like, but I see the growth in you, and I'm proud of the man that you are becoming. Amen. Because, you know, you need that every now and then. Do I not get it? No, I'm not gonna say that. Because my lady get that to me on a regular basis, right? Mm-hmm. But this is a relative that has known me since birth. And it felt good to be acknowledged, like, oh, so you do see it. I'm not doing it for you to say I see it, but...
It's just, the acknowledgement.
It's like, okay, so I am doing something right. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so now, that yesterday gave me an extra boost, and I'm like, hell yeah. So if I know that I'm essentially a good person, that was confirmation. Yeah,
that's all it is. It's just confirming that like the path you on is the right path.
Okay, so I am doing this shit right.
Yeah,
it's a little bumpy, but ultimately I got it
right.
And it took me. I'm hard headed as fuck. It took me a long time to get to whatever it is that my grandmother see. It took me a long time.
Shout out to grandma.
Yeah, shout out.
I got a question for y'all. Let's just to shift things.
Shoot.
To because we got in the serious bag there, which was needed. I think it was needed.
So we getting light.
Just to lighten the mood, just a little bit. I asked this question yesterday in the shop. I'm gonna ask Fats this. Everybody in the room, essentially, I'm asking this. Do you equate a person's level of intelligence with the type of music they listen to?
No.
Hell yeah. No, I don't.
Kiyon?
No. You know how what was that?
So Go ahead.
Nigga, you asked me a question.
Go ahead.
You like nigga anyway. Nah, but you know how they say like you watch shows or movies, or they say while your baby's in the womb, let them listen to Mozart. It makes them intelligent. Yeah. I know some people that their parents have done that, and their kids is fucking dickheads. You feel what I'm saying? So no, I don't equate that to. I think the music ultimately shapes you in a realm of what's the word I'm looking for? Like the now, or I can't think of the word that I'm looking for. Like music just plays a part in your social groups. I feel as though.
Okay, so listen, I asked this question. Hold on, I asked this question to my cousins in the group chat.
Okay,
and one of my cousins, she's in therapy, and she was like, "Yeah, my therapist just all she listened to is trap."
Yeah,
and I'm like, I don't know, and I'm gonna tell you why I think this way.
Yeah, because that's what I want to know.
So I find that some of the people that
so you think people that listen to I'm sorry,
maybe intelligence was the wrong word to use after really sitting down and thinking about it and asking multiple people. But I find that some people who kind of stay consistently in like a realm of trap music or gangsta ass music, as you want to call, whatever you want to call it, they tend to.
It influences their life.
Yeah, like they're more like I've noticed they're more volatile. They're more
Or they already been like that, and them
Bethany,
right? They just listening to the music.
Bethany, that's bumping
Gucci. That lifestyle.
Bethany, that's bumping Gucci Man, while she on her way to go hang out with her girls in the valley. I think more so it's about a feeling. I think people are more.
No, I can. So I agree with you on that. I'm just saying, as far as what I've noticed, it's like it's for the people that I've noticed who
What's
have
the age group?
I would say like our age group, like between like late 20s, mid to mid 30s, like
because the kids nowadays they are way more influenced by the music that they listen to.
Definitely way more.
Yeah, because our generation wasn't that like.
We knew some of it was entertainment. Like
it motivated us.
Yeah, but we still knew some of it. Like our common sense was still there in a sense.
So look, right? I'm gonna give you a point, right? And this was said by Wallow, right? And I'm watching a podcast and he's speaking on this, right? He was like, you know, there was a time and era with music where, you know, the rappers were rapping about what they see in their neighborhoods and their environment, but they wasn't really doing it.
Right.
These newer generation of rappers are doing it and wonder why they keep coming up dead and wonder why they keep going to prison. He was saying that you don't have to do the shit that you really rap about. A lot of rappers have stole a lifestyle from somebody that they saw every day on a corner.
But us as a consumer,
but you got to make it believable.
I hear you, but I was having a conversation with my homeboy about this. At the end of the day, us as the listener and the consumer, we are responsible for that because we made them feel bad that if you ain't that gangster shit, you can't talk gangster shit. We have to listen to you.
Yeah.
So to keep up with the Joneses, you really got niggas out here, and you really got a lot of them just. It go deeper than that. Like these really are some hood niggas. They looking at your Gucci Mans and your Jeezys, like, oh, they made it out. So I can get. And these record labels are also kicking it out, and we're also pushing.
But boom, you say that right. Also, what he said, like, yo, his interview got so deep that I like that $1 million worth of game. He really was giving it right. He said, yo, that same energy. Let's say these record labels is dispensing. Let's say they say, Tony, we want to sign you for 10 mil. If you want to sign me for 10 mil, how much are you making off the deal when you could just say, you know what? I'm not going to take this deal and I'm going to do it myself. Because if you got 10 million to throw at me, that means you might got 200-300 million tucked away for shits and giggles.
Right.
So I might as well go do it myself, which is why, to fast forward it and spin it to what we got going on. Everything is in-house with our shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how you would shop for a deal for a podcast. I really don't know. You know, this is all just me naturally having a conversation with a nigga that I'm cool with, right? And it just happens to be a podcast. But I love the fact that everything that we do is in-house. Everything that Fats got going on is in-house. The people that got, I'm not knocking those who do it the other way, but this in-house shit is the shit that's going to work ultimately. And if he was lying, guess what? He made me believe it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If in-house is cool, but if you're trying to take it to the next level, eventually you're going to have to partner up. Wallow and them had to partner up with Barstools, but they built it on their own to the point where Barstools was like, this is a good investment, you're going to make.
Yeah, so when you come to the table,
to these record labels and shit, they looking at these numbers on TikToks with these artists, looking at these kids engaged for 30 seconds, give them 10 million, they spend it on bullshit, but that's why you don't hear from them after that. They get on Love and Hip Hop because they broke.
Right.
They got that 10 million plus some. Gotta get paid back, and all the jets, the private jets, the food, the studio time. That's really what that 10 million.
Yeah, they not thinking. They don't
even know the business.
They not counting their pockets. Let me ask you a question. This refers.
They really just don't know the business.
This refers to hip hop, but this is the lighten it a little bit more, and it may seem like it's left, but it's not. This is just a general question, right? So, and this is just a matter of opinion. I got my opinion. I'm asking you, y'all. Jared, Leah, I'm asking y'all as well. Maya's Best of Me. Remember the song?
With JayZ?
With JayZ.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like the Maya and JayZ version? Or do you love the original, which is Maya and Kiss?
Not even heard the original.
I never heard
heard
it.
it once.
The original is fire, but I love the original version, and I'm a whole fanatic,
Right.
But Kiss is, but now
I'm gonna have to look it up.
now you just
played that JayZ one out.
see, but what people hear is
that's what
what
DJ
people
was.
hear is I'm focused, man. Tell Styles to holler at me, and Young Hova, you heard. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that it's not fire. Yeah, it's fire. I'm not saying that it's not.
Standpoint, and that's probably where people heard it the most outside the clubs.
I judge that on. So
I didn't even know the other one existed.
yeah. So look, I base that when people, and this is just my feelings. When people like, yeah, I like the JayZ version more. I be like, you young minded, because that's how I feel about it. Because I like the Kiss version way better. Like I said, again.
Do you think these days skill matters more? I mean, popularity matters more than skill.
Absolutely.
Because of social media and content, you got people actually liking the person first.
More than they.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, you rap, oh, you sing, all right, I fuck with you because you do funny shit and you make content.
Yeah, you cool as fuck.
Sometimes that shit don't hit though.
Yeah.
Look, you cool as fuck.
I forgot the comedian's name. I can't.
Sometimes that shit don't
He
hit.
be with Drewski. I don't know his name. Light skinned dude from Atlanta, but he put out a song and he tried to.
Oh, nigga that be dancing?
I don't know.
Nigga said dancing.
That's my nigga though.
I don't know what's his name.
What's his name? Goodiger. He talk like that. He put the ER.
He talking about light skin.
No, not him. No, I know who you talking
He
about.
talking about being the Don.
Is that his name?
Light skin.
Yeah.
Short haircut.
Yeah. He had a matter of fact. He had a skit with Drake when Drake came to dinner.
Oh, I remember that. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what he is. I just never knew.
All right, so he put out. You know how niggas was doing the background with the color and have the mic. He put out a song over one of Big Pun's beats, and he was like, when niggas started rapping, he tried to put it as a joke, but everybody was like, nigga, you just really wanted to rap. This not a joke. Like I could tell.
You're serious.
Yeah, you're very serious.
Nigga, you talking about this
to
shit.
your point,
Nigga be like, nah, say I was playing. No, you meant this.
I'm wondering, would you have done, like, why didn't you just start rapping versus you doing the comedy shit, so you gain the fan base.
You have notoriety already.
Right. And like you just said, people like you.
Right.
Then you tested the waters, put the song out.
You gotta be good though. Everybody
The song was fire. The people was fucking with the song, but they was like, nigga, don't put this, like, you was rapping. Like, don't try to put this out as it was a skit. Like, you were actually rapping, bro. And some niggas like, yo, this shit was kind of cool.
Yeah, like, bro,
So
music no longer, and it's sad, like, music no longer has to be good. You just gotta be popping.
the beat gotta be cool.
Yeah, if you got a fire beat.
It's about a feeling, bro.
Yeah.
Those frequencies that come from the bass and the synths,
Yeah,
and
like-
the auto tunes, they make you feel away.
Hey,
So going
facts.
back to what you were saying,
It's hella songs that I like that I know the rapper is ass, but it just give
It
me
sounds
this.
good.
Yeah, one of my guilty pleasures is Lil Yachty.
So going back
Who?
to
Lil Yachty. That's one of my guilty pleasures.
Oh, yeah, we talked about
That's
it.
one of my
so
guilty
going
pleasures.
back to you saying,
I hate that for you, but
when you be
we'll
talking,
figure it out.
when you made the statement about
Intelligence.
the intelligence and what people listen to, sometimes people, I just want to feel like Lil Yachty. I just want to feel like Gucci Mane. I live
Yeah,
in the
'cause, like-
suburbs.
like-
I ain't never gonna
I want to dumb myself down.
Nah, it's
Not necessarily
that's what I'm
dumbing
saying.
yourself
I just
down.
want to feel like a girl might put on Beyonce when she ready to go outside. A girl might put a freakum dress on. A girl might put pull it up, watch it. When I get dressed, I put on.
But listen,
jazz, nigga. Fuck.
when I
Do you
Yeah,
judge?
I mean,
Do you,
depends on how I'm feeling though.
do you judge a woman by the type of music she listen to?
at
I ain't
one
gonna
point I
judge
did.
Okay.
I ain't gonna judge
Because
her.
I found that, all right, so let me give you a little more detail into the conversation that I had
Move this cup
with
back.
my cousins.
Pause.
So I said I noticed that a certain demographic, they never want to listen to anything outside of trap. It's trap all day. That's all we want to hear, right? If you try to even introduce a Kendrick Lamar or jazz or something, they like, nigga, turn that shit the fuck off. Like, what is that weird shit? You know what I'm saying? And I noticed that people who do have a music palette, they tend to come from, like, not saying like intelligence, but I noticed they have a different perspective of life. They usually may come from like a college background and or somebody in the household, you know, with education. They seek out education even if they didn't go to college type shit. Like, that's how.
So what do you
that
got?
comes-
This is your opinion.
What do you have?
No. This was just a question. Like, this is just a thought because I noticed, like,
You thought that?
yeah, because like this all stems from a conversation I had with a person a long time ago because I had posted this song and she called me weird for posting the song. So we had a conversation. So I was like, well, why?
What was the song? Because that's what I want to know. Like,
It was
because I want to know what.
it was corn. I was in the gym
Oh,
and I posted a
I listen
song.
to Metallica right now.
Yeah. So she was like, "You're
Say that
weird,"
wrong.
and I'm like, "Why am I weird?" She's like, "Because like, what is this?" I'm like, "It's a rock song."
Yeah.
Then we went down the whole thing of like how black people really created rock thing and
Yeah,
all that
for sure.
shit. And she was just like, "Oh well, I only listen to this." And then in my mind, I'm like, "Well, it explains why you do the things you do in a sense."
I don't.
I just think people don't get exposed to it.
Yeah. they
I
close-minded.
think they close minded. Some people just don't want to.
So let me
I
ask you
also
this.
think- I also
Go
think
ahead.
too that sometimes it depends on who introduces you to the song. I have been one of them people that I will always put a record in a group chat. Niggas be like, "Oh shit, ass." Niggas be like, "Oh shit, fire." But because people respect my ear, even if they probably would never listen to that person or that song, they would. So I've always had that in account. So I think that.
In
plays a
fact,
factor.
and you're absolutely right because I told this story on when we did the poolside pod, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was introduced to JayZ by my grandfather's girlfriend's son, but I thought he was cool
Where was he from?
from up top, like me. You feel what I'm saying? But he made me because I
So
thought
you from New York?
I'm from Jersey.
And you ain't listen to Hov? I live in Irvington. You ain't never listen to Hov?
What I'm saying, when I say I had to be like 9.
I've listened to Hov since I was 9. I didn't know what.
Yeah, what I'm saying is
He's older than us, bro.
I'm older than y'all.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So when he introduced it to
4 years.
but when he introduced it to me, I liked it because I thought he was cool. I didn't appreciate Jay until I had my own ear for music. I don't equate music to if you listen to classical or whatever that equates to you being intelligent. I just think that ultimately, to go back to your question, like people just gotta, I got an ear for music. Let me tell it, right?
How does it make you feel?
It makes me feel good. Like
Yeah,
I got stuff on my phone that people be like, no.
Same here.
Like it's stuff that Jared has posted. I be like, who the fuck is this? I get on my phone.
What?
And I tell him all the time, like, Jared, yeah, I stole that song. You know what I'm saying? Because he got a
So
good
I'm gonna
ear
ask you
for
this.
music.
I'm gonna ask you this. I'm gonna ask you
It
this.
has nothing to do with
At what-
me feelings though. Like, yeah, Jared's cool.
then
If he listens to it, I'm gonna
this-
listen to it.
This particular conversation led down to because you said something earlier about exposure,
Yeah.
and then I said, well, what age are we responsible for our own exposure? Because I think at a certain age, of course, you can only be exposed to what your parents expose you to, but until you develop your own,
Your wisdom.
right, your own conscience and all that. So when do we become responsible for exposing ourselves to more than what's in our area or surrounding?
The moment we got the right to choose.
I don't think there's an age or a time. I think it's based upon the individual. Like, you know, if we were raised a certain way and we raise our kids a certain way, ultimately we all made a choice.
Right.
To how we was gonna live our life. And I don't remember what age that I decided that I was. You know what I'm saying? But like, I think our kids.
I remember mine.
Kids do it all in their own
14.
time.
I was 14.
What was the experience that had you?
We
that way?
I was playing on an AU basketball team, and at that point, growing up where I grew up, because I lived on Glen Avenue, right off of like Park Heights.
Mm.
So of course, naturally, I'm trying to adapt to the surroundings of that area. So I'm thinking like the niggas around there. But we had a game. We had a tournament in Vegas. This was my first time ever been on a plane, whole nine. So I went out to Vegas, and I'm just seeing like how chill everybody is, the music, the vibe. Niggas is not on like I remember when y'all ever played the knockout game, or you remember the knockout game?
Yeah, Mike Tyson knockout.
Remember they used to people used to dare you to go try to knock somebody out. So like I remember
You used to hang out with.
We ain't never played that game in my hood, bro.
So like
That
like
shit'll
I
get you
remember
killed.
I remember it's a 7-Eleven that's
Yeah,
on
in my
Park
hood, that
Heights.
shit'll get you killed.
And if my man Adrian watched this, he'll know exactly what I'm talking about. It's like 10 of us.
Is he a subscriber?
Yeah.
Oh,
we
right,
go
cool.
up
He
we
cool,
go
he
up to
good, bro.
we go up to the 7-Eleven, and niggas is like, yo, but this is when they call me by my real name, which is Antonius. They're like, yo, Antonius, knock that nigga out. And I'm like, what? Like, yeah, like,
That's your real name for real?
yeah. They're like,
I
yo.
tell everybody that. That shit sound powerful.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
Sound wealthy.
but mind you,
Antonius? Yes.
I'm not a violent person. So it's like,
I get every job.
I'm like, yo, like I actually did get a job off that name once. I'm like,
Alderman.
All right.
yeah, I'm like, yo, why am I hitting him? I'm like, nigga, because we want you to. I'm like, nah, I'm not. And then like for a whole week, niggas gave me flack about not doing that shit. But again, when I went to Vegas, it was just so cool and so laid back. And like, I remember I asked this one kid because, I was just amazed. And I'm like, yo, how's it living out? And he was like, oh, it's just Vegas, man. Everything cool. And I'm like, damn, everything cool. And I'm like, I would love to like live out this motherfucker.
I mean, but it could be vice versa. He could come here and think that.
Yeah, no, most definitely. I'm just
Yeah,
saying
and
that's
he'd be
what
like,
that's
yeah,
what kind of opened my mind to, and then the music I was hearing. That's what kind of opened my mind to like, okay, it's more than just Baltimore.
Yeah,
Like,
when you get outside of where you grow up at, or where you live, you know, it ultimately. So I'm gonna say it's not an age. It's when you get out of your environment is when you kind of see like, okay, this is life. Like I have been fortunate enough that, you know, my grandparents used to take all the grandkids. Like I remember, I forget how old it was, maybe like 6.
See, at that time I had never been out of Maryland.
Yeah, like 6 or 7. I'm from Jersey. They took us to King's Dominion in Virginia. You couldn't tell me I wasn't on a goddamn $1 million cruise, but I'm 6 or 7. But I've been leaving my hood on a regular basis. So I've experienced life since I was young. I've been blessed enough to have parents and grandparents that have shown me a lot of things that make me worldly, a slightly cultured, I'm articulate, I'm ghetto, all at the same time, but I know when to cut it on and cut it off.
Sure.
So that makes me more well-rounded. I think it's when you experience things, it's what change your views on. Maybe it be music, clothes, fashion. Fashion and clothes, the same thing.
Yeah.
But you know, that's what changed your views on certain things. Because, like I said, JayZ was introduced to me to somebody that I thought was ultimately cool.
Yeah.
And then I started I love R&B because that's what my mother loved. Now today, me at the big age that I am now, I prefer R&B. I am a R&B groupie. Like, y'all know, y'all come to the shop like...
I still don't think your bag bigger than mine, but go ahead.
And I gave you that. See, you trying to embarrass me in front of the people.
He said that yesterday.
I said
my bag bigger than you. I'm saying nah, bro.
No, that's not what I said.
What'd you say?
I said that my R&B bag is different, right? I said now you may have me on a lot of the samples and the older things. Yeah, you might have me. I can't see nothing. You might have me kind of beat, but yeah, that R&B bag, that's just my realm. I don't want to battle with you, brother.
Nah, we got a battle.
All right, nigga.
We're gonna have a verse.
No, but it's because you're older now. You're wiser. Your frequencies are changing.
Yeah, but it's
That's
just
where I'm at now. That's why I'm listening to jazz and R&B more than I'm listening to I can't relate to that rap shit now.
nah, but
At all.
The kids love
But like you said, like
we're older now, so we ain't trying to feel. We ain't
so-
trying to
see,
feel that.
but
we
look,
gotta go to work. We got kids.
But ultimately, like I can read music, I can play the piano, I can sing.
right.
yeah, I heard you.
But that don't count that
yeah,
Instagram
yeah.
shit.
Okay,
But we was drinking
Nah,
and everything
nigga,
like that.
you sounded pretty good. I'm
Yeah,
like,
but
okay.
I can sing. So my love for R&B is deeper than surfer shit. Like I auditioned at Baltimore School of Performing Arts and all that, and
But I'm quite sure it still makes you. I'm talking about feelings. I ain't talking about that shit.
That
I'm talking
shit
about
makes me
feelings.
feel amazing.
That's what I'm saying. We are in a space. We're older now, so we're in a space where the things that we want around us, it needs to make us feel good or at peace. NBA YoungBoy doesn't make me feel good or at
No, it
peace.
doesn't.
But now, if I'm on some wild shit, I'm at the gym. I might throw that on.
Yeah.
I'll let that.
Anita Baker makes me feel
shuffle.
good. You know what I'm
You
saying?
feel me? But for the most part,
So-
I'm outside. So I just think I think all that shit that we be dealing with now just come with age.
So to just get to your point, because that's what the conversation led to. Because my cousin, shout out to Tyler, he said he was like a lot of it's probably more so ego based, and I was like, so you saying pretty much a feeling? He was like, yeah, essentially that's what I'm saying. And when I thought about it, I'm like, okay, when I'm getting money, what do I listen to when I'm getting money? Larry June, JayZ,
I'm gonna put you in that
Hov.
mind frame. Put you in that
You
mind
get what I'm
frame.
saying? When I'm penny
Motivation
pinching,
101
when I'm penny
had me in my
pinching,
bag.
jazz, instrumentals. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, humble yourself.
Yeah. So it's like, I'm like, okay, yeah, you absolutely right. So you get what I'm saying? Eventually, like I said, that question only just came from a previous conversation I had with somebody that I felt was a little ratchet.
And you felt like she was ratchet because.
All she listened to was Sexy Red. Yeah, so
I turned it off.
yeah,
Yep.
Yeah, you turned it off.
Sexy Red was all she listened to.
Yeah.
We're gonna take a quick break and we're gonna be right back.
What's up, y'all? We
All right,
back.
y'all, we back.
All right, so we was talking some shit. So I'm gonna keep it going right quick before y'all probably gonna change it. So if a girl was like, "Hey, I want you to shit on me,"
No, I'm not shitting.
you gonna shit on her?
No.
What if it's your wife? What if your wife at home?
No, hell no.
Me and Evelyn were talking, and they do real
Hell
exciting
no.
stuff.
Hell,
My wife wouldn't even ask
I
me
want
nothing
you to
like that
shit on
because she know me.
hell no.
I'm not
Y'all let a girl-
shitting,
y'all let-
pissing.
Y'all let a girl eat your ass?
Hell no.
No.
You smiled first. you already had your ass.
No, no.
You too,
Your legs in
you
the
too
air,
big to
you
get
bent
your
over.
ass ate,
No,
bro.
I actually no. No,
Cause he all
listen.
big,
I
strong,
laugh.
like,
I laugh
fuck no,
because
bro.
I laugh because
It's a height requirement for that shit or
She
some
raped me
shit.
on that one, bro.
I laugh because she tried to and I punched her,
Oh damn.
but I didn't mean to.
It's a
I didn't know.
reaction.
I didn't know what she was
She
doing.
was lifting your legs up.
No,
You
so
went
like, I don't even.
My
want-
nigga, check this out. Before you get up or move or say anything, there's no manly way to get your ass
Yeah,
ate.
nah. You
No,
either bent
facts.
over on forward or your legs.
So
in the
no,
air.
so
Or
she,
you like off
I had
one
my
of
legs
them.
in the air.
so
I didn't know what to. She was on.
She had him in the bump.
She told me to hold it. I didn't know what to do. Like as she was doing. So I was actually using the threshold of the window. I had my.
yo, this is
And
crazy.
my shit up there like that. She did it for like a good like 15, 20 seconds. My shit got soft. So that's why I was like, all right, this ain't for me. I was too busy. I was just like, yo, you really eating my ass.
Yeah.
I'm like, hold up. She eating my ass, bro.
She,
So I was like,
Now
my
I'm eating
shit-
his ass.
said,
Now I'm eating his
Straight up,
ass.
straight up.
That's that
I
shit.
love Suki too.
I didn't had some weird.
Never again though.
I didn't had some weird requests.
Yo, I seen this. It's
She can never disrespect me.
it's
though.
off and on subject.
Shake my ass.
I seen this chick that said a man that's financially successful, if he don't date, hold on, I gotta quote it right. Hold on,
If he don't date what?
hold on. Let me tell you. Give me.
I'm trying to keep the momentum.
Give me down.
And then, like-
It said a woman says successful men who don't date single mothers are sassy.
The fuck?
That
Bitch,
sounds like somebody that just want.
you sound bitter.
You want to check.
Nah, that ain't. I don't know.
No successful man's responsibility.
And when I seen it, it was on my timeline. You know, World Star had it up there, and I'm like, yo, it don't matter what we do, right or wrong, we always gonna be sassy. Some of the shit I agree with, but because he's successful and he don't want to deal with your motherfucking whatever age child, he don't have that right. Like what? Like what? That's sassy. I was like, what? Like I think some females just use the word sassy and just run with it. Yeah, if he don't tie a shoe what Bunny is, he's sassy. Like, all right.
No, I think we just in a time where
conditional love.
I think we just in a time where everybody think they think or believe they have an idea of what their spouse and or man or woman is supposed to be without really even knowing.
But she went viral for that shit. I'm trying to figure out.
But it's
like,
stupid.
It's stupid. That's
sense
stupid.
does that
Like
make?
I've had these discussions before about what I'm supposed to be doing as a man, or what a woman's supposed to be doing as a woman, and it's just like we really don't know. You get what I'm saying? We wasn't in those times. We don't know how shit went.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying?
I want you to do what makes me happy, and I want to do what makes you happy.
Yeah.
That's what makes me a man. That's what makes you a woman, my woman, me, your man. All that, what social media tells you.
Say that again.
I said, I want to do what makes you happy, and I want you to do what makes me happy. That's what makes me not sassy. That's what makes me a man, and that's what makes you a fucking woman. Anything outside of what the public says don't matter. It don't count in my household.
Yeah.
So what about making yourself happy?
Huh?
And your partner making herself happy.
I mean, that's
a part.
See, you digging. It was just a surface answer. Of course, if I'm not happy, I can't. If I'm not happy, I can't make you happy. And if my woman is not happy, she can't make me happy. So you dug, but this was just a surface answer. Of course. So if we digging. Yes,
What you
I did. But you got the digging. Like you was like, yeah, but what about
They're
making
gonna be
yourself
like,
happy?
he need
They
therapy.
say you can't make anyone else happy
Unless you're happy.
Unless you're happy, yeah.
Not even that stipulation. Like each individual is in charge of their own happiness.
Because I don't want to be in control of your happiness. Because what if I don't?
No,
make you happy,
I'm
now
not.
you want
I don't mean it in that literal sense. I'm saying on the surface of
Let's do what's right for our relationship.
Yeah, let's do what's right for our relationship. I don't mean like, yeah, if she makes me happy, then I'm good with my life. No, I need to be good with my life on my goddamn own, whether she here or she not, and vice versa.
Okay.
So that's why I said it was just a surface.
Yeah, because I ain't gonna hold you. I think like one of my past relationships, I made that mistake. I didn't realize I had not necessarily cut off friends, but I had distanced myself.
You lost yourself in your relationship.
Yeah.
And then once it was over, it was like, well, what now?
Now you trying to rebuild all that.
Niggas like, yo, bro, what y'all niggas getting into? Niggas like, bro, what the fuck you want?
Yeah.
Oh, you single again?
Now you want to hang with us. You know what I'm saying? Like, it got to be
But
a
it
balance.
gotta be a nice balance.
That goes back to those unrealistic expectations that we set on people. Because we think that they're supposed to do X, Y, and Z, so we don't fit that picture.
Nah, but then with that,
A lot of people show up with their representative when you're dealing with folks.
Yes.
You don't really learn the real them.
but guess what, man?
Until either y'all
I say
live together.
it's the 4th month is when you see it.
Some bad shit. I was with somebody for 5 years.
Oh shit.
I was with somebody. I was with somebody where I ain't see the bad side of shit until after we had a baby. So you can't call it. You would think something like that would probably bring people closer together.
Yeah.
But depending on how people handle shit, so it's just like
Yeah, kids don't. Sometimes having a kid
It don't make a situation better. Sometimes it does, and then there are cases where it does.
Well, I think it depends on the
50-50.
person and how they like deal with issues and shit like
it's
that.
the maturity level of each individual that's in a situation. Like I know for myself that over the years, I have not always been the most mature individual when it came down to relationships. I'm no expert on it now, right? But I know that I strive to do better than what I did before and correct my faults from before. You know what I'm saying?
Fact.
On my end.
Yeah.
No, but sure, that's all you can do. You feel me?
And build towards that so I can be a better person for myself and for whomever I may be dealing with. But that shit is a process, especially when you are conditioned yourself to be whatever way it is that you
And you
are.
gotta find somebody that sees that and they're like minded as well. Because I've been in something where I was a good man. I was a better man than I was my previous relationship. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to make things better. And I personally feel like she self-sabotaged the relationship.
Some
Did that
people,
make
you
you
know what's
better?
crazy?
Because I might
Did
have.
that make you bitter?
It hurt. There was a point where I was kind of looking at myself like, am I good enough? And that comes back to like my daddy issues and shit. But me and my dad cool. I'm good now. But yeah, the rejection thing that it hurt more than anything. And now I'm trying to overcompensate. Now I'm doing even more because I'm like, damn it. And you still like, nah, I don't want to deal with that. But looking back at it now, after going through everything I went through and got rid of all my feelings, I'll be looking at it, I'm like, yo, you purposely kind of just ruined this. And I feel like that people go through that when
Yeah, some people don't even realize they're doing it too. I've been in situations where it's like the choices you making. It's like, why make that choice? And then like, you know,
I don't want to have to change to get on your level because
Right.
I've seen that you leveling up like.
Right, could have been out of fear, like.
Yeah.
Because like, it's like, damn, like, hold up, nigga. Even though the things that I'm leveling up on are the things that you said you wanted me to be. We get into relationships winging it until we study our women, or our women might even tell us, like, look, this is what I'm looking for. Or we see it, we like, all right, I gotta do this. I might gotta get a better career now, or I got a family, I want to get a house.
Bro,
I think sometimes women just look at us and be like, oh, you got a good job, you're supposed to.
I hope I don't get in trouble for this, but I'm gonna tell you something, and I pray I don't get in trouble.
We just had a conversation.
No, because she watched the show, so.
Hey, this might bring y'all together. We have a couple of conversations y'all been avoiding.
No, it's not that. It's
Okay.
because I handled the conversation.
Look at that.
but remember earlier you had said you was like, yo, I've been seeing you online. You feel me with the fits, right?
Yeah.
So somebody had a particular ex had reached out to me,
I see you, daddy. Hey, big head.
and she like, where was all this when we was dealing with each other? And I'm like, well, you knew my situation. I was broke.
Right.
I'm not really
I'm
in
up
that.
now.
Yeah, I'm not in that
That's what you
space.
get.
I'm not in that space anymore. She was like, well, you know, I feel some type of way about it. You know, you done went and had a baby on me and all this other shit. And I'm like, yo, we haven't talked, and I haven't seen you in like the last 3 years.
Man, if you trying to fuck, just say that, Sean.
And
Straight up. What you talking about?
The answer's no.
oh yeah. That's
Obviously,
yeah,
but
yeah.
I'm just saying, like, what
But in my mind, I'm like, it's this because I've had this conversation with my best friend about how like a particular friend of hers didn't want a relationship to end because she knew if he would have met somebody else, he would have been better with that person than he was with her. So
Yeah, because you only the best version of yourself for the person that you need to be the best version of yourself for. That whoever this individual is that you're speaking about may not have been the person that you were supposed to be the best version of yourself. And now that she sees the best version, she wants that.
Hey.
But you might get back with that person and vert back to not the broke part, but the whatever negativity that you were prior to. You feel what I'm saying? Like it all depends. You only gonna, like I said, the bottom line answer is you only gonna be the best version of yourself for the person that you want to be the best version of yourself for.
Or sometimes you can just be the best version of yourself just for the wrong person.
Yeah,
that's true.
And
too.
then like your situation, like you said, yeah, you got fucked over and it hurt, it stung. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so it varies. It's like, damn if you do, damn if you don't.
I just thought the conversation was funny because I'm just like, yo, like you just said earlier, it just wasn't meant. I wasn't meant to be that person for you at that time.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
that wasn't
It's
it.
just- yeah, and it's like I don't even know why you feel some type of way because I haven't talked to you in 3 years. So
That's that pocket watching.
But on the other side, you could have been that person for her. She just couldn't wait for you to get to where you needed to
I've
go.
had that. Yo,
She ain't want to ride on the journey. And it's just like, look, I'm not. Listen, these are the cards that I'm dealt. I'm just trying to play my hand the best way I can. For you to have an unrealistic expectation of where I'm supposed to be,
Right.
That's on you. I can only do me. So again, she could have.
I'm gonna tell you something funny. This was
what we shooting in the gym.
This was the most humbling way for someone to ever call me broke ever in my life. So this is before I met my girl, right? You heard of Bumble, the dating app?
Yes.
So I met this nice young lady on Bumble, right?
Right.
And
It's a little weird, but
They on there? Because I'll be looking for something else.
I used to be on there.
and
I hate Never mind. Go ahead.
So-
tell your story, then I'll get to who the fuck I
You
gotta
feel me?
say.
This is like at the time where I'm just getting out of the academy. You feel me? Money ain't really looking how I thought it would look.
Right.
And you know, she hit me. She, you know, I could see the profile. She got 3 businesses, drive a big Benz, the whole 9, everything designer.
She might have on. She
So-
might have 17 check lights on her fucking dashboard.
Yeah, you
But
got a point. You got a point. But she
Go ahead,
was just
Buffalo.
like,
I
you
ain't
know,
mean to chime in. I gotta let you.
I was explaining to her my situation, and she was like, "Look, you seem like a good guy. You know, you seem like you got a lot of things on your plate. Get yourself together
And come holler.
and then come back and holler at me."
It be like that.
Yeah, and I was just like,
That's some mature shit.
"Damn, she just called me broke, but I'm not mad at it because I am broke."
No,
think
because
so.
she was being respectful of. She was respecting you as a man, but she had
She had a boundary.
a boundary or a standard for herself that she wasn't willing to break. So it's like, all right, cool. I respect that. It's certain things that you as a man, like if a woman doesn't come with this from the rip, you like, yeah, nah. I do see the potential in you, but I don't have time for that right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
no,
You know what I
You
mean?
said you coming off for that choice of music.
Cool.
Yeah.
No, I didn't say I cut women off. I said, do you
But you
judge?
tried to.
Yeah, I said, do you judge someone as far as like?
I don't know. I think it's different from that though. Cause
Say that again.
when you was talking about like a woman like needing something, I feel like low key like men, you can work at McDonald's, but if you love on me, you submissive, we working together, we communicating, I'll take you. Whereas I feel like with women sometimes, after you get yourself together, come fuck with me. But we'll take a girl who's still getting her shit together.
Yeah,
and
that's
fuck with
true.
them.
That's
Yeah,
true.
yeah, sometimes, and then sometimes we are not. It's like it depends on that individual, like that man or that woman. Like, let's say Shorty that you were speaking of had the same things going on, but she was more receptive to what you had going on. She would have dealt with you, but she had in her mind like, yeah, I'm not willing to,
I
you
ain't
know,
building a nigga. You probably build a nigga before,
downplay my
yeah.
net, downplay myself, water myself down to deal with him, and vice versa. We may feel as though like, yeah, I got X, Y, and Z going on. I'm not willing to deal with this type of woman. I think men and women as a whole have a like, yeah, I don't give a fuck where I'm at in life. I ain't gonna never deal with a nigga like this. And as men, we say I will never deal with a woman like
Fuck
that.
you, though.
Yeah.
I just can't.
Yeah,
But
and
see,
no.
I mean, now niggas gonna be like,
Yeah, and no.
Well, fuck you though. But see, what we fuck up is we'll fuck you once, and then now
Yeah,
we
and
treat it
no.
like it's a thing instead of just being with that.
Yeah, and
was
no,
supposed to be.
but even past that, there are some women like, yeah, fuck no on fucking and anything that deals with that woman. It's like, nah, yeah, you know what? No, I'm not gonna deal with that.
No, there are definitely some men.
And it ain't because she ugly or nothing like that. It's just like, yeah, fuck no.
Yeah, yeah, and you gotta
I'm
have
just
that. This,
not.
Have you seen that young lady? Oh no,
no. I'm in a relationship now.
No, but have you spoken to her after she was like, "Come holler at me," or you had got in a relationship?
No, I ain't got in a relationship.
Would you have called her if you wasn't in a relationship?
No, it's
At
private.
that time?
It's private.
That's probably not a good question. Well,
No, it's a valid question, but probably not because my mental state at the time, I was just like, just trying to date, and this.
All right, so let's say this, right? And this is a real question. Granted,
which one
you
y'all
know,
pooted?
nobody.
When y'all pooted?
So granted, let's say she played you in a nice manner, right? Let's say you weren't in a relationship and you got yourself together. Would you have went back and said, hey,
Probably not.
listen, is it a pride thing?
No, in my mind, just me. I saw
Yeah,
it.
this is just a Tony question. It's not a
Yeah. No, because in my mind, how I took it was like, okay, so I have to be at this level to fuck with you. What happens if something goes wrong
Facts.
in the future?
Facts.
Because life is a roller coaster, right?
Now it's conditional.
Yeah, because we're gonna have moments where we're up. Like I just had a moment where I was up for like 6-7 months.
you didn't give me no money, bro. I remember
I was
had-
tipping.
me see
Remember, I
you
was
in the
tipping.
gym.
Remember, I ain't tipped before.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was tipping.
Stupid.
So, you feel me? So it's like, in that situation, I'm thinking like, okay, so once I do get myself together, I get where I want to get to. What happens if something goes awry
Yeah, I feel
and
you.
things
No, I'm the
go?
same way.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
And now you
I
only
do
fucking
want,
with
I
me
do
because
want,
yeah.
I do understand that. But what if, you know, you double back? This, I'm just
She had to
playing.
make a crazy ass impression on me. Like,
I'm just saying
in
though,
order for
fast.
me to wanna come back.
Let's say you meet her standards now, and
So now
you
everything gonna be on my turn.
see, but all right, okay, cool.
So I'll pick and choose.
That's your opinion, right? I'm just saying, like, let's say he got all the things he got
Right.
together, and
He went back
he's
to
where he's at her level, quote unquote,
Right.
whatever she deemed her level, right? And you fall off, and she like, okay, so I've seen you at your best. So I know you could come up out of this. When she met you, you was at your low point, and she like, yeah, I don't want to deal with you at your low point because I don't know if you could come out of it. And I'll reference this. Bill Gates, no, was it Bill Gates? No, it wasn't. It was Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett, I was reading in the book. He was like, I would never want to deal with anybody that's never failed. And his point was because if you've never failed, you don't know how to come up out of that failure.
I respect that.
So I would never, and this is when he was giving money to people. He's like, well, why would I give you or me or Jared, Leah,
can't get no
anybody $1 million to start their business, if they
look
never
at me, too.
failed? You liable to fail and lose your shit and blow your brains out.
Right.
I'd rather deal with somebody that's failed.
that.
It's been battle tested. There you go, Leah. I'd rather deal with that person versus somebody that ain't never failed. But you don't know how to come back up.
So to piggyback off that, I said to myself moving forward in my relationships, I'm only gonna deal with people that have experience.
And
Yeah.
And
experience
that can either
meaning.
be living on your own, paying bills, just knowing what it's like to have to survive out here on your own. I've dated women that either still live at home with their parents,
Roommates.
don't have no real crazy responsibility. So
Yeah.
as I'm going through my things, they really don't understand because they never really had to deal.
Yeah, they're jaded. Like I got a homeboy right now. I won't speak his name because
That's pretty much the same thing.
that's disrespectful to him. But he's very privileged and he doesn't view things the way that I may view them.
Because you ain't never had to really
Because you ain't
do it.
never had to do it.
Yeah.
Like, no, I ain't have no hardship life, like where I didn't have nothing to eat at night.
Yeah.
No, I didn't have none of that. But my parents also put it in me. Pause. Damn, that sound crazy.
Yeah.
My parents
I'ma
also
put that
raised
up.
me like, yeah, nigga, I'm gonna let you fall on your face. We gonna be here, but I'm gonna let you fall on your face. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This individual that I'm speaking of, he always has somebody to fucking kiss his boo boos and pick him up, and if he's an owner, he's never had he didn't get it from the bottom.
Right.
So sometimes his opinion really don't matter to me. I'd be like, bro, I'm not trying to hear that shit.
Yeah, because he
I'm not
don't,
trying
he
to
don't know.
And I'm not knocking him
Yeah.
for having that in his life, but it's like that goes back to the Warren Buffett thing. Nigga, you ain't never failed to have to pick yourself up because somebody always picked your pieces up.
Playing devil's advocate.
Go ahead.
What if failure just looked different to him because of...
I was thinking the same thing.
Say that one more time.
What if failure just looks different to him because of where he's at?
Right.
So,
In the sense of, break that down for me.
damn, man, I just lost $1 million in my stocks today because I made a bad choice. Like, he can look at that as a failure. That's like that
Yeah,
example,
I'm not.
he just has a
I'm not
different
putting
view
it.
of what failure
I'm not
is.
putting it in tears. This individual is my peer. We are damn near
Well, what I'm
the.
saying, what looks like failure to you might not might look different to him. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
So it's like you can't say that you ain't never been through shit because your daddy gave you money, but he might have lost his money before, and he had to figure out a way to get it back.
But this particular individual that I'm speaking of, if he lost his money, somebody picked the pieces back up for him. It's not you lost the money and now you got to figure out how to get it back.
So even if somebody gave it back to him, you don't think that they could possibly have learned a lesson so that now they got it again, they don't fuck it up again?
Yeah, they learned a lesson. But yes, there is a lesson that's learned. It's okay, don't invest in Apple, hypothetically. But you didn't have to figure it out on your own.
Right.
It's a difference when you got to figure it out on your own.
I think if you were in that position for your children, you do the same thing.
I'm not saying that it's wrong. It's when you
I ain't saying that you was.
it's when you
just
give
respectful.
it's when you give me your opinion and I'm like, wait, hold up.
Right, and I'm saying like
we in two different realms. Like you speaking from a person of, and I am a privileged child.
Right.
Good, bad, or indifferent. I am a privileged child. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and that's I'm not negating
But I get
that.
what Fats is saying. Also, it's like
No, but I do get what Fats is saying though.
because I could be like, damn, I got $3.64 in my account, I'm broke.
Right.
And then somebody could be like, damn, I only got $10,000.64 in my account, I'm broke.
Right.
It's levels. It's levels to everything in life. And this ain't a hate thing, but but this is what I hate when you try to make it seem like your plight is the same as mine. See, that's what it is.
You mean struggle?
But
struggle, plight, it's the same word.
I think that's a problem that we do amongst ourselves as human beings, always trying to compare and trauma bond with each other. Oh, that happened to you? Well, this happened to me too.
Yeah, and that's what it disconnects.
My hurt might not be your
facts,
hurt,
and facts. That's where the disconnect is at. That's why I'm like, bro, what the fuck are you talking about?
So maybe so I say all that to say,
but I've said it out loud, like, bro, what the fuck are you talking about?
Right.
No, I feel you. But
I'm very blunt. Like, yeah, bro, what the fuck are you talking
I still be like, damn, like, cause I got a friend, and I'll be looking at his life, and I'll be like, bro, like, you're white, so I'm not trying to hear shit you talking about.
Mm-hmm.
But he still deals with certain type of struggles that I don't understand, probably because he is white. So I kind of had to just remove myself and my experiences. Shit we were talking about. I had to remove myself and my experiences, cause just cause it fucked me up and it wasn't cool for me, or that was my view, that might not be.
Yeah, sometimes you do got to step outside of yourself and view it for what it actually really is, and take your personal feelings out of it. I think that's something that a lot of people don't know how to do, or if they know how to do it, they refuse to do it. You always implementing yourself into the situation. Sometimes you just gotta listen to what's going on.
Okay, so I think you're absolutely right in that sense, because I think given today's climate, a lot of people kind of do want to play this victim role.
I agree with that.
I've noticed it. I've noticed it through politics, entertainment, whatever the case may be. There is this obsession with saying I had it harder than you. You get what I'm saying? So what can you say? Or, my viewpoint is facts and yours isn't. You get what I'm saying? Like
it's a rat race, crabs in a barrel, whatever analogy you want to use. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm agreeing with both of you, because facts absolutely is right. Like,
because I feel like I was hurting my homeboy feelings, being like, man, I ain't trying to hear that shit. You white, you can do whatever the fuck you want to do. I feel like low key that hurt his feelings, because as his friend, I should still be like, damn, bro, because that hurt your feelings.
Yeah, it's just like, because I can't sympathize, not necessarily sympathize, but just because I didn't have that experience doesn't mean it doesn't have the same effect.
No. Now, I know I would persevere through that because I have no choice, where you might kind of just be like, oh, well, who's going to help me?
Yeah.
So, because again, the person that has the $10,000 may be living, they may have a lifestyle where they was making, like, let's say they was making $2 million a month. So now they only got 10,000 left. That is a little devastating to where, like you said, the person with $3.46, they like,
damn, nigga, Apple about to take my shit.
Yeah, you like, nigga, like, you got 10 bands, but he like, yo, I can't sustain.
Yeah, so
$10,000 on a mortgage.
Yeah, like, and if my response was very blunt, and this is being completely honest, I did break it down like, bro, this is why I'm saying this. So we are like, and this is my friend. You feel what I'm saying? We are still on level ground.
Right.
I had to make you understand why I said what I said.
Right.
In private.
Right.
If you said something in public and I responded in public, in private, I broke it down to you because everything ain't for everybody. And it was like, and guess what that did? It made him say, damn, I ain't think about it like that.
For sure.
So now we got a whole nother realm of understanding. So now you see where I'm coming from. I understand where you coming from. But everything ain't for everybody. So, it wasn't a negative statement all the way towards the person that I was talking about. But it was just like,
I ain't saying it was, bro.
No.
I was explaining. I'm
just breaking it down because we just rapping.
Right.
Don't you touch me again, goddammit.
All right. Facts. Thanks for coming through.
We wrapping it up?
Yeah, we about to.
Some more.
I know that was a great conversation, guys.
I mean, we can keep it going.
I mean, let's rock, nigga.
Kiyon tired of me. You don't talk to me no more.
Yes, I did.
They didn't come to see you.
All right, we gonna come back with one more part.